Hey guys, I'm RozaldVaneGAME, and welcome back to another episode of Borderlands 3. Last episode we were basically, we went and put all the, vault keys into place for shutting down the Great Vault. Unfortunately, Tyreen came and finally shut down our operations, and killed off Typhon, her own father. I mean, personally, that last episode was pretty... I don't know, it triggered a lot of me talking again and ranting about it. I mean, it's a little bit of a rant, I guess, but it's nothing to the point where I'm, like, saying, like, it's the worst thing around. It's just not great. That's the thing that I will say coming off of that. It's just, like, I don't think it's the worst thing. It's just not good enough to convince me that I feel like Tyreen's such a great villain to fight against. It's just very one-noted, unfortunately. But yeah, we have this portal thingy-mabobber, and we're gonna go into it. I think this goes back to Pandora, where we're gonna probably have the last fight, I guess, in a sense. I'm gonna do this for the thumbnail because there's nothing so far that I can use for the thumbnail, I guess. Actually, no, I feel like I should probably do it where the portal is being shown more than the other two, I guess. Yeah, because I want to make sure the portal gets the emphasis, not the three individuals watching it. Alright, cool. Let's get into it. Destroyer's Rift. Yeah, because Tannis had the ability to use space and time, I guess, to transport us back faster.
The Destroyer is ripping the planet apart. You have to stop Tyreen. Pandora's always been a hellhole, but it's our hellhole, damn it.
True.
Even if Tyreen is stopped, Elpis is far too close to Pandora. The Great Vault will continue to open. Let's worry about that when Tyreen is dead. One apocalypse at a time.
Let me see the map here. It's a small little map. So this is the final fight, I think. It looks like. Alright, cool. Finally. We're into the final fight,
We're in orbit, VH. I got eyes on your fine ass from Sanctuary.
Ew.
Pandora's tearing itself a new one, but I ain't letting you fight that mega devil bitch alone.
Uh-huh. I'm hoping there's a vending machine here, but I don't think so. Hopefully this is the final fight, because I really am feeling like we should have gotten to this fight already for quite some time now. It's been way too overdue to just get here at this point, to fight Tyreen and only Tyreen. And not go through a bunch of weird stuff that isn't gonna change much. Dude, this is such a really cool looking space. I'm sorry, I'm doing this because I need to... oh jeez, this is so difficult because the field of view needs to be a little bit higher. Yep. Oh man, this looks like a really cool like space, honestly. Really cool looking space. Yeah, that's screenshotting for myself, honestly. Did I sell this stuff in the last episode? I think I did. Let me double check. I think I did. Yes, I did. Okay, cool. So we can fast travel back here if we feel like it. I don't think there's anything I really want to do here. I don't think there's no more side missions around, so we should be fine, I think, for now. What's the point of this section of the map? Oh, is this like another... oh, there's another secret thing here. Okay, interesting.
What is the Destroyer? It is a mouth with endless appetite. It is hate that never cools. It is the long shadow cast by our universe against the moldering sun of time. It will never truly be contained. Merely made to wait until its chains slip. Or are slipped for it.
Okay. Lilith was gonna say something and it triggered like the subtitles to get cut off by this one when I was trying to listen in on that. Alright, cool. That was kind of weird that Lilith was gonna say something about it there. Damn it. Alright, let's hurry up and get into this fight. Alright, here we go. Final fight, here we go. Woo! Time to fight Tyreen for once. Or maybe fight the Destroyer.
Finally.
I don't think Tyreen can control
Don't expect mercy, superfan. I'm not that kind of god.
Is it gonna do the same thing like it did with the commander? No? Wait, what? That's so weird. Oh, I see. She combines bodies with it. That is disgusting and awful. Tyreen, the Destroyer.
This is it, killer.
Wow,
Show her the gods
that's
can bleed.
ugly. Jesus, that is ugly. Oh, oh, jeez. I like how it looks in the terms of like, in the sorts of like detail. Ow. Yikes, they're spinning stuff at me. Oh my god, I'm trying to headshot a little bit, but I'm not having a great time with headshotting. This is the best weapon I can use for now, yeah, because it's not going to be easy, nonetheless. Ow, gotta reload. Ow. Oh no, it's immune again. Ugh. Gotta be careful here.
The eye on her back. That's your target.
This one? I can't tell. Oh, right here? Thanks. Right? No? What is... Oh, let me get up there then. Oh, right here.
There. That's your opening. Give her hell.
I'm gonna have to switch to the pistol here. Oh, jeez, I didn't reload. No! I wanted more damage. No, the headshots. Jeez, she's going wild. This is insane how they designed the looks of this one. Where is he? Where is she? Oh, great. Can't even see where I'm fighting here. Is that a barrier that she's like able to hide under? Yeah, there's a barrier. Ow! This is really doing a lot of damage. It's crazy. Ow! Oh, I'm gonna die, isn't it? Ooh. Yeah. Ow! Ow! All right. Oh no! There we go. We're good. We're good.
She's down. Now's your chance.
Too weak to survive.
I need to get to the back over here as usual. It's always weird to just like climb up to the back here. Oh,
there, that's your opening. Give her hell.
Got it. I like how the headshot is like enough to like do enough damage for it. Ow. Gotta get the headshots in. Oh no. Ooh. Gotta be careful here. Gotta wait till she becomes less vulnerable here. Run? Oh, okay. Run? I'm running, but I don't know where to run to. Oh, I see he's running to dodge it. Oh, ow. I got hit by that, whatever that is. Okay, she's still immune. Which is really weird. Okay, got it. I like how she's doing all the instructioning to help me, like, know when to jump for her back and all.
There, that's your opening. Give her hell.
Where is the head? Headshot. Oh man, this is insanity here. Oh, she's back to whatever she's doing over there. Oh wait, what? They're all the way over there. What the heck? Oh, is she gonna come after us here? Yeah, she is. Oh, jeez. Ow. We're good for now. A little bit. The bugs are really pestering me a little bit, but hey. Oh, ow. Oh, she's back. She came back to... Oh, not that thing again. Oh. I'm gonna run into the circle. Ow. Ow. A little bit of health, I guess. Ooh, jeez. Oh. Are we back to the climbing to the back again? Yeah.
She's down. Climb on her back.
Made sense that the climbing back thing was next. Oh, come on.
There
we go.
Your opening.
Ow. There we go. She's dead, isn't it? No? Oh, that is, yeah, she's dead. Man, that was pretty ridiculous, but that was still good. I mean... Wait, Lilith wasn't fighting with us. What the hell, dude? Oh? Did she get her power back? Hell yeah. She's gotten her power back. Hell yeah. Alrighty. Let me get the stuff before it disappears or whatever. Grab all the stuff. Loot, 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 loot first. I'll grab that last. I want to get all the other stuff first because I don't want to miss out on these. Because I feel like when you grab the important stuff, it becomes kind of annoying to just try to get the stuff you need. Another blue. Okay. That looks like an interesting blue though, actually. Man, that fight was not bad, but it was like not... I mean, it was not bad actually. Yeah, I wouldn't say there was anything that I would say that was like really like against what I was going for. I think that it did take a bit of time because of how much movement there was. I'm still not a big fan of the whole like immune shielding. Like she was immune to like my shots for a certain amount of time. I'm still not a big fan of that. But
You did it, killer. She's gone.
for now, she might come back for more.
Oh, would you look at that?
The vault, the great vault. Fight number 2.
Go on. Vault's all yours.
Wait, what? Honestly, other than the destroyer, I thought would have at least been a part 2 fight, right? Like I feel like the destroyer shouldn't be easily destroyed unless Tyreen created vulnerabilities to that destroyer, maybe. Because it feels like it breaks the whole feeling of like how the destroyer was almost unkillable, and that the only thing we did was send it back to where it came from, just to let us all be at peace for another day, kind of thing. Which kind of defeats the purpose of having another game for the Borderlands series a little bit, in terms of like in this reality. But I can see why they went for like a whole like different reality thing, I guess, like a different dimension situation in the next game. Because that's what it ended up being, I think, is that they wanted to go for a new reality, or the other reality wants a piece of this reality somehow. Not good enough. Stop giving me pistols, damn it. This game doesn't want to give me anything else besides pistol. Damn it. Oh god. I just don't want more pistols, man. I want more other guns, like a shotgun or something. Dang it. Alright. Iridian Ascensionator. Now what? Do I just head back, I guess? I guess we just head back after getting that. Is that gonna give me the Guardian rank for once? Is that the excuse to give me a Guardian rank upgrade? That would be hilariously stupid, but I guess that's what it is. Where's... Oh, there they are. Now what?
Vault Hunter, you did it! Tyreen's dead! For real this time.
I don't know.
She's not gonna come back, is she?
Well, she died and turned to ash, so I'm gonna give it a hard maybe.
Maybe, yeah.
You got your powers back. Feels good, right?
I spent so long without them, I'd almost gotten used to it. I'm not gonna lie, it does feel good.
Are we... That is the... Oh? What is this? Oh, it's just showing the ending cutscene, I guess. We're now at the end of the journey.
It's over. Not entirely. Great Vault is still opening. Elpis is tearing Pandora apart.
Uh-oh.
How do we stop it?
Very simple. We can't. Not unless you know a way to remove the moon from the sky.
Lilith's gonna do it. She's gonna use her power to teleport the moon away.
Run towards the fire. Sanctuary's yours, Ava.
Uh-oh.
Be ready.
Yeah, Lilith's gonna push the moon away from... Teleport the moon away to another place, I guess. Maybe
What does Lilith think she's doing?
Probably to Necro-Defeo.
Vault. She's saving Pandora.
Wow.
That could kill her.
She knows.
That's why she said Ava's Pandora's. Ava gets to take control of Pandora.
She's the Firehawk.
Oh boy. So that's why there was this sort of like reality shifting because of really? Why why that guy in his underwear? Why Promethea? How would Promethea feel that effect so far away? Eating 6 as well? That's kind of strange. It makes it seem like Pandora is like the center of the universe in a weird way. No, Typhon! I can't believe his robots buried him next to his wife. Oh, that's so sad.
Gone.
Not entirely. She's lighting the way.
Really now? I see. So this is why the Borderlands 4 is going to end up having a reality shift, I guess. Because the new threat is because of the fact that Lilith caused a rift in the space and dimension of time, maybe? Or maybe Tannis probably gets involved with that. Oh, I'm gonna lower the volume all the way down because this seems to be the actual credits scene, I think. But I don't see the credits. There it is. Yeah, I just heard a copywritten music just literally just played on low volume, and I was just like, trying to see what the picture shows. It looks like it's the current roster of Vault Thieves, or Vault Hunters, not Thieves. I don't know why I say Thief. That was because the COV kept saying it, so my brain kept saying Vault Thieves in my head for some dumb reason. I don't see the credits running. Is it just showing pictures and then the credits just not showing up, maybe? I just realized I don't see the credits. The credits should be on the left here on this. Oh, there it is. It was just like, why isn't it showing the thing here at all? Yeah, so I kind of knew this was in the ending. I mean, or it felt like it was the ending, so I kind of felt like it should have just closed here at least, but yeah. Ah, man, that was... We're not done with this episode yet. So, that's the ending of Borderlands 3. Trying to think what I want to say here for this part. Who's this? Oh, it's Promethea. I forget what's her name already. Jeez. Reese reuniting with Vaughn. That's insane to see right there. Especially with Vaughn wearing his undies and his bandit outfit rather than the whole corporate suit outfit thing. So yeah, that's Borderlands 3. Yeah, this will be the episode to end to say the ending. This is the ending of the game. But we're not done with this game just yet. We have the whole set of expansion DLC stuff to go through. So we're gonna continue this game further into the DLC stuff now after this point, because I wanted to finish this main game so I can kind of have less chains on me to just be like, oh, I need to finish this main game to get back to, you know, the DLCs or whatnot. Because I just want to finish up this DLC or finish up this main game so we can get to the DLCs a bit more peacefully, I guess I would say. Ultimately, I think this game was as of this point, for this main game, finishing out a majority of the side missions and finishing out a lot of the secret stuff, the collectibles, and finishing the main story at the very least. I really think this game was pretty interesting. I think a lot of the gameplay stuff was very different from the Borderlands 2. It definitely took a little bit of lessons from the pre-sequel, considering that the pre-sequel was a different team behind. I see the Hammerlock and Jacobs Wainwright's proposal thing. But considering that they took lessons from... they built another robot with Typhon's look? Oh, that's really interesting. I wonder if we're going to meet that robot when we get back in here into this game. But yeah, considering that they took lessons from the pre-sequel by adding in some of the mechanics, some of the sort of like lessons what they've gotten through for their game to put into this game, and then kind of the whole Borderlands 2 is their sort of like basis of structure to kind of work with. It felt like a very huge improvement with the gameplay. I think Borderlands 3 by far is one of the better gameplays compared to every other Borderlands I've played through. I finished Borderlands 1, 2, and the pre-sequel, and I think this one by far is the funnest, I think, in terms of gameplay and gun styles and gun types and stuff like that. It's really nice, I think. Waiting for it to see if there's anything else, I guess. Nope, more credits. I thought it was I thought there was another cutscene, or we're back to the gameplay or whatever. That's a lot, and they don't give them any positions to mention if they're designers or artists. It's a little bit sad, I think, because I don't get to know who's the designer or artist or whoever it is, I guess, but yeah, it's kind of weird. Alright, but yeah, I think overall the gameplay has been one of the biggest selling points for this game, I think, and I think that I really feel like they had a great gunplay, but I think that the enemy designs, on the other hand, was kind of like a mix of cool to not that interesting. I think the boss fights are definitely the most biggest improvement of this game, because they added a huge amount of like big sized enemy size of bosses, and I very much think that this whole game's like boss systems or boss inclusions have been really cool, and it's very different, and it's something that I think that was a huge step up compared to the other past games. I mean, the pre-sequel had big boss fights. Borderlands 2 had a few, I think, and Borderlands 1 had the Destroyer as like one of the big boss fights. I think they have like the whole like Headhunter. I think the Headhunter bosses were big ones for both Borderlands 2 and Borderlands 1. I believe is the last boss had like a big the big sort of boss fights things, but it wasn't like in the main story as much, I think, until this one. I feel like it had like the most of them, and a much more well thought out version to be playable, because they usually were not big boss fights are not oftentimes easy for a single player experience, but I think they designed the single player experience for this one to match for those big boss fights kind of thing. So I kind of appreciate that they kind of went for that kind of style, where it didn't force the players to say, hey, we need to get them to get a friend in here and just like take down this boss like they usually would for just for the main game specifically, I think. But otherwise, I think the variety of normal enemy types that we see throughout the planets are very mixed of like, oh, they're the same thing, or oh, there was nothing like completely new to them, and that's kind of like the small little disappointment, but it's not that much of a disappointment for me personally. I just think that there could have been more varieties. Like there's like the big body enemies with a minion on top, which was a little bit of a variation from their past games usage of stuff. I'm trying to think of thinking how hard. I guess Malawan had like the whole phasing out and stuff like that, and the ancients phasing out in and out of like places as like new types of enemies. But there's not a whole variety of changes to these enemy types that I'm kind of feeling like this game could have had. So I kind of a little bit disappointed with the enemy varieties, types, and stuff like that. But I guess due to the fact that they've made so many different enemy types, that it's kind of like the well might have dried up a little bit more for them to kind of come up with new variety types of enemies, and that's going to be something I'm going to look forward to seeing if they will change it or add more to that kind of variety in Borderlands 4, considering that there's something to do with time and space and parallel universing kind of thing, so I would like to see what that's going to be like. Otherwise I think gameplay overall is definitely the selling point to this game's interesting parts. Or the gunplay rather is the biggest selling point for this game. The story, on the other hand, I've said it many times before. I've said it at the Troy's fight. I've said it at literally the previous episode about Typhon's death. And here it's the same thing. I felt like Tyreen just kind of felt like a plot device just for me to just have a goal in the game. I don't know, she didn't get to say her final words besides I'm just gonna end it all kind of thing. I'm gonna end it all. I'm gonna get the power of all. I'm gonna go and do what I was meant to do. I wanted to get the thing I wanted to get. I want to, like, it's all the same lines of nothing is interesting about her, nor was Troy was not any beneficial to the story either. I like the friction between the two characters, the two villains, but they still just kind of fall flat, really flat, because of how one-noted the villains were. And I kind of wish there was more to them. I really did. I don't know why the writing took a backseat on the villains and put more of the writings to the humor. I think they spent more time writing more jokes than they were to worry about the main villain being convincing or interesting to the player. As I said before, my suggestion would have been like, hey, let's make this whole like a family situation where we're dealing with a turmoil family. You know, Aurelia would be like Aurelia doesn't have to be Aurelia. It could be some character who's like an aunt to the Typhon twins. And then Typhon himself, the father, lost his wife. He's a little bit of like a Don, like a sort of like the mafia Don, like the head of the head of the mafia family kind of thing. And then Kitagawa would be like some sort of cousin who's kind of like in on it because he has the money and stuff. Something to kind of pull everything together instead of like, oh, the twins just hired two random schmucks that were just conveniently there for the story to just push it forward. I think that if everything was personal with these characters, it would have been a much more convincing story about how we're dealing with a dysfunctional family instead of like whatever. And then the family is like, their purpose is to just be powerful, the powerful family in the world, and to exert influence. And the way to exert influence is by opening these vaults up, because they would assume that these vaults would give them power or ammunition to finally rein in on the control of the whole Vault Hunter system or something like that. They couldn't corrupt the Vault Hunter reputation system, so they had to go in there as a family to take it in and be the kings and queens of this Vault Hunter reputational system or something like that. But I don't know. I mean, honestly, that's sort of the ideas I would throw out to make the story more interesting, instead of just keeping it one note of like people are just hiring and they're just conveniently there for the plot, specifically for the plot. Yeah, I don't know. I felt like the story was really, really not there for it, and it didn't really make me it didn't really push me to move forward as much. I just did it for the sake of playing it, and that's the problem. It's just I just felt more discouraged as time went on. I mean, at the beginning, you know, I thought Lilith dying would be a big pushing point for me personally. I think if Lilith died at the beginning, I would have felt sad, deeply sad, because she's been with us the longest for everything. She literally sacrificed herself and again at the end of this one. But yeah, I'm just wondering how that's gonna play out for the next game for sure. For Lilith. Jeez, that's a long credits with all the notes from the developers. I guess it's kind of interesting. There's a lot of notes here. Yeah, like just knowing that Lilith is going to have some impact in the next game is going to be interesting to see, of course. Yeah, now we're just down to like the same old characters, but with or not same old characters. We're down to like newer characters that are like going to take on the helm for the next game, which will be interesting. But it feels like it's a story about the three characters: Tannis, Ava, and Lilith in a weird way. I feel like that's the weird thing. It's like we're kind of learning more about these three, and Maya was part of it, but she was there for the journey for Ava specifically, to introduce Ava, to kind of lead her into place, to help us kind of get through, to kind of lean her into the story, to help her be more a bit connected to the whole Crimson Raider problems. So it's kind of interesting to see Ava sort of being the one who's getting pushed into the sort of like front and center spotlight. That is interesting to see and kind of interesting to put together for the next set of games that we'll be seeing from her. For Tannis, definitely interesting too, because she's also thrust it to the front, because technically Tannis has always been a side character who's just there to help when she can. But in this game, I feel like she really did get the most attention out of everything. Like, she's been here since the beginning almost, And I personally think Tannis is definitely the MVP character that they rolled around, and it's very interesting to see, because I didn't think that Tannis would have gotten the hugest spotlight in this game. Her character growth, I think, in this game was interesting too, because she didn't just grow like in terms of like showing more about herself, but grows more with her ability to fight with us now. So it's kind of interesting to see what she's going to do next, because she looks like she's going to be able to shoot enemies down as much as she would for the next games, I bet. And it's kind of like rewriting, I guess, rewriting people who are sirens into this game, like rewriting certain characters into being a siren type of character. So I'm really intrigued with how they reshuffled people with new abilities and new responsibilities in general, and like adding a whole lot to this whole story in general. Yeah, we're already over the 30-minute mark. I can't stop this. I want to stop this because it's just all the messages, which I think are nice, but this is a lot of messaging. I think it's not going to end until like another 5-ish minutes maybe, I bet, because we're only halfway through the letters, I think. We're at K? I'm trying to think. What is it? There's 24 letters, I think it was. 24, 26 letters. I can't remember anymore because my brain is so exhausted from talking all to cover this credits roll. But yeah, I didn't get to hear the music. I did hear bits and pieces of the music at lower volumes. I don't think there was much anyways to it, unfortunately, in the music side that I can pick up on. Definitely would have probably liked the music, I think, because I think the game really did a good job at trying to pace the music into the fights and stuff, which is nice, but that's what I think it is. UI definitely has some problems, I think. There's very minor problems, I think, UX-wise, not UI, but like UX to UI is a little bit of a problem, in where some of the menus are so totally hidden that I just didn't feel like it's nice. Gun details are pretty nice, but I think the trinkets could have been better placed, I think, or at least like better like customizable. Maybe size could have been more obvious or something. Like you can see it, like I think it would be nice to see the trinkets like more obvious to you when you're shooting and stuff, but instead you can't see it unless you have your friends like look at you and take a picture of your trinkets on your gun or whatever. Yeah, I think that's mostly it. I think Flak, I would say, is pretty fun to play, but I still feel like there could have been more or less. I guess they added another skill grid, I call it, into the characters for all of them. I think they could have just done with 3. The 4 was a lot, I think, and I think that combining some of them would have been nicer. But I think it's because they had an extra mechanic added to them, like an extra action skill thing, and an extra pet for Flak specifically. Kind of made it interesting and has variety, but I felt like it was just a little bit too much, to a point where I think that if I was going for the highest level, it would take me time to just get a lot of the stuff I want unlocked to reach to a point where I can build the character the way I want to build it. But I don't know, I just think that the whole system of the character levels could have been better a little bit, or like reduced down to 3 again, because I feel like 3 was enough, but 4 was a whole lot, and I just felt like the 4 just didn't make sense anymore, because it takes time to just get to the next level, of course. Oh wow, we're at the end here. It's a 2K now. I thought they were first, damn it. They were supposed to be up there, isn't it? Whatever. And I think that's mostly it. I think level design was pretty alright. I think there weren't too many crazy things in the level design work. I think it's just the same old with the level design work that I've seen in the past Borderlands games. And yeah, I think that's the levels weren't really like really bad or anything. I think some of them were really interesting stuff, and then there's some really weird ones, like the hidden ladder from Skywell 27 in one of the episodes. I was just confused by. I think the collectibles was one of the most intriguing thing in this game. I think I like the collectibles a lot, because the game does kind of add this sort of collectible system that's just, it's rewarding and it adds to the story. It lets Claptrap expand his sort of repertoire of what he can do stupidly, I guess. Stupidly as in like a good way, not like a dumb like this is a bad thing kind of thing, but like stupidly like kind of be himself kind of thing. But I think that at the same time it kind of distracts, I think, a lot of times because it just kind of gets in your way. And then there's this sort of hidden echo tapes, echo logs that you could just find in the middle of nowhere, but it doesn't tell you how many there is in each planet and stuff. Or maybe there is a way to tell, but I couldn't tell yet. And I think that that's where I kind of felt like that there was just so much, like, I wouldn't want to call it bloat, but it could be considered bloat to the game. I mean, there's work in it, like there's still audio playing, there's still like added story of expose for you to go through, and you still get a reward at the end if you get Typhon logs done, which is like the dead drops, which is nice. But I think that at the same time it just distracts a lot from the game and keeps you playing for longer, like excuses the player to keep playing longer. I don't think it's a bad thing per se, but it's like not a good thing either at the same time, because it depends on what kind of person you are. Like, you don't want to do too much more, you just want to get to the story. Or would you just get distracted by a bunch of things, but you're not strong enough, and you just choose to like do the collectibles because it powers you up really fast and stuff like that. So it's kind of like a sort of double-edged sword where like if people don't want to spend more time, they'll just stop playing like at a certain point because of how much content there is. And there's a lot of games I've played that have a lot of content, and they have a lot of work put into them, but then unfortunately it's just too much in quantity. And they may vary from like low quality to decent quality to really good quality ones, but then it's just the quantity is overbearing for some people, and I just fear that people might not go through all of it and stuff like that. I'm going through all of it because I kind of just like to just do all the side stuff every now and then, just because I feel like I always want to see what the game's full package feels like, you know. But yeah, otherwise that's pretty much my whole take. I think I've run through as much as I can for the details of what I want to point out for my thoughts and opinions on the game. I think overall, as an overall package of the main game, I think it's really well worth it. I think I just got like 62 and a half or 63 hours in, beating all the side missions, finishing all the main story here, and also just getting through a few of the collectibles here and there. I think that it's well worth the package if somebody is buying this on sale or buying this on full price if they feel like if they want to support the devs, I guess, in that way. This game definitely is worth a lot of time to play, and especially when you have friends. I think this is definitely those games where you're probably gonna have a lot of fun with friends, because you can duel them, you can like have fun doing stupid things with them. In this game with friends, I don't play enough with friends in this one. I know I played with random strangers at one point in Borderlands 2, I think. Randomly they spawn in because I don't know why the setting was set on to let strangers jump in sometimes. So it happened at one point where it was just like, oh, okay, whatever. And I played with my roommates at one point with this game. Not this game, but Borderlands 2. I played with my roommates for a time, and it was pretty fun messing around and just shooting at enemies here and there, and just enjoying, like, again, brainless fun. This game and this series in general just always seems to be brainless fun. So if you really want to have a brainless shooting game for fun and not think about the story, I think Borderlands 3 definitely hit those notes for sure still. And I think it continues that sort of legacy of, like, just if you want just a shooter game where you don't really want to think too much of the story, this is it for you. If you want story, Borderlands 3 is definitely going to be one of those disappointing ones, but Borderlands 2, Borderlands 1 definitely at least were decent and good. Really good, like, story segments of what Borderlands have represented for themselves in terms of the writing in comparison to the gameplay, or with collaboration of the gameplay. And the pre-sequel, the same thing. I think the story in pre-sequel was not that bad either, and I think that it's really good marriage of, like, gameplay and story as well on that side as well. But yeah, we still got the expansion to go through for this game. This will be the ending episode, so that means that it will say ending, but then the next episode will be just a continuation of the numbers into this series. I've done this a few times with the other past Borderlands games, so it's kind of like, it's already kind of like my style of just continuing off into the next episode. So yeah, fear not, There'll be more in Borderlands 3. We're still going through this expansion DLC. We're gonna finish up the list of main missions and side missions that I have left behind, essentially on the list of my my Echo's device. I'm wondering how the Guardian rank's gonna go. I'm gonna try to see what that's all about, and maybe in this episode, maybe next episode, we'll see what happens. Jeez, the copyright. Oh god. This is one of those games where they just slap their whole copyright their whole copyright fine prints onto the end of the credits. Dude, I remember that there was another game, I forgot which game it was. It was an indie game that just slapped their whole, like, copyright thing at the end of the game. Oh my god, jeez. Are we good? Okay, cool. It's just the tools and the engine stuff they use. But yeah, otherwise, that's pretty much it for Borderlands 3 in the main game. If this is it for you, like, you don't want to watch any further, that's totally fine. You can call it here for now, I guess. But I'm going to continue forward into this game. And
We should go back up to Sanctuary. See if there's anything she left us.
Oh.
I assume you mean anything valuable to pilfer, but yes, let us investigate.
Yeah, hey. You bored too, huh?
Oh.
I am an Iridian expert, which means I know the most. But as it turns out, I know very little. The Iridians were a mischievous bunch who seemed to delight in dangling the fruit of knowledge in front of our face, while releasing a monster behind us.
Okay, are they... I felt like they were gonna say something and I just screwed it up again. They just don't really tell you if they're gonna do something or not. Are we good? Alright. It says return to Sanctuary. Yeah, Divine Retribution. We're at the end of the story, right? Divine Retribution, go to Lilith's... Oh, I see, we have to just go to Lilith's room? Okay. Oh, no, we can... There's probably a teleporter here somewhere. A thing to teleport us away. What's that sound? Sounds kind of scary. Or ominous, rather. Oh, hey. I didn't realize there was a teleporter at the back over here when we dropped down. Alright, back to Sanctuary. And we'll probably end the episode soon. Let me get to this a little bit. Yeah, we're already overtiming it a little bit. Or a lot, actually. Yeah, so this will be it for this series in terms of the main...
With a bounty.
We are in Lilith's
Buy a
quarters,
lot of
Vault
cheap
Hunter.
toys.
Please bring me the vault key you retrieved from Tyreen.
Alright. What do we got?
Recruit, you did it! You followed my instructions exactly and saved Pandora! Alright, Ava wants to talk to you. She's in Lilith's room.
Yeah, I know that. The heck? Yeah, I'll probably call it here for now, because I don't want to go too further out, due to the fact that we've already put so much into it here now. I did pick up something, I believe. Like a decoration. Why is there 4 of the similar looking guns here? They're so similar, what the heck? There's 3 of them that looks the same, almost. They're just different elements. That's funny to me. Alright, let me activate the decoration thing. Trinket, of course. Western portrait too, I guess? I saw something here. Oh, it's another melee damage one. I already have a melee damage one that's orange, so I don't need to really worry about that. Alright. Yeah, so we'll probably call it here for now. Thank you guys for watching. And again, this will be it for now for the main game. It's not the end of the series. This is the end of the main part of the series. The main game part of the series. So we're going to continue off into finishing up this, finish up this main story thing. And then once, whatever it leaves behind, we'll see what it is in the next episode. Then we're going to go to expansion, DLC stuff, extra side content that was probably added for whatever it is here. And will I do the other side stuff, like the most wanted or the headhunting, like, side stuff? Maybe. That's kind of like a lot of extra work that don't seem to be important. I mean, it does give you extra, like, EXP and, I don't know, Guardian rank stuff or whatever. So maybe I might do it, who knows. Or challenges, I guess is what it's called. But we'll see what happens, if anything. We'll see what happens when we get to that point where I'll check it out. Otherwise, I'll leave a link down to the description box down below. I'll add all the links to the game, places you can buy the game for the main game stuff, of course. I'll put the story pages for the ending. I always do this. This is tradition, where I just put at least at least put the store pages, all the places you can buy the game, at the description box down below. And then when I finish the game finally, like the final episode, then I'll put it again, just because that would be it for the whole series, and that would just be a reminder for those who want to buy the game for themselves to play and enjoy. I think there's this. I think that I would recommend this game if anyone wants to pick it up and stuff. But yeah, more to come, more to go, more to finish for Borderlands 3. Still got the expansion and all that jazz, as I should show you again in the journal, or in this particular echolog. Yeah, we got 10 things here, so we're gonna go through all of these. If it's one of those missions where it's like really hard to finish, it takes a while to finish or whatever, then I might not finish them, because that has happened to me before with Borderlands 1 and 2, where it's like this sort of like challenge boss fight thing, and I'm just like, I can't do this alone, you have to play with friends kind of thing. I kind of just like shove them off and not do them at all, because I just think that they take too much time to get done. But otherwise, yeah, I just usually do them as much as I can. I will attempt them if they are not too difficult to do or try to do, but I won't like finish them sometimes. So that would be the unfortunate thing. But otherwise, that's it for this episode. So thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys next time. More Nobody Minds, and hope you guys have a great, amazing day, week, and night whenever watching this. And again, if you want to buy this game for yourself, I'll leave the description box down below for all the links that you can find it. And yeah, hope to see you guys in the next episode for when we start the expansion and all that jazz. And I'm looking forward to seeing what's next for this game, because I don't know what to expect. I'm really not sure what kind of added story we're gonna get in the last stretch here for the rest of the game. So yeah, Roz out.